back here. Just how happy
How do
were
you
you?
get jammed to the back row, Jameson?
I was late. Just how happy you with how the team kind of navigated the ups and downs of this game? It seems like obviously kind of a roller coaster outside looking in, but your guys kind of were a straight line the whole time.
It's a difficult game to assess because there are just so much special teams. Just the inflection points, good to get one at home early, get the crowd into the building. That part was very important for us. But the Sam Reinhart goal is the inflection point of the game. So at 2-1, especially based on what both teams have kind of been through in the first two, there is no lead at that point, and Sam's goal was very important for us.
Front right.
Paul, in Sam Bennett's shifts, where does that one rank in terms of the two huge hits and then the breakaway goal and the same thing to get the separation?
Well, he's capable of that and be a physical player, incredible speed, and then the hands to finish. It's not as good as Sam Reinhart's goal last year, but it's pretty good.
Front right.
Coach, third coach in NHL history to have 1,000 wins regular season and postseason combined. What does that say just about your overall journey?
I'm closer to the guy that was the hero of the game at the start than I was when I started, I think. See, 101. I'm still sour about that. They all look better than I do. 101 years old. I won't think about it much now.
Left side, third row.
11 power plays you guys got. What were you doing right to get under the skin and cause them to take so many penalties?
I don't know. No idea. I wear a suit. No idea. But most of those weren't important right there. The last important ones were the 9-minute mark of the third period. I watched that Vancouver-Dallas game where they scored 3 goals in a minute with 19 left. So there's still a hockey game there at the 9-minute mark. It was at 9:31, I think. We go on the power play. So all the ones after that don't matter.
Left side, fourth row.
Paul, I wanted to get your thoughts on the play Anton Lundell makes to set up Marchand to start the game, and really just his relentlessness, essentially in the first period and setting the tone.
That's a Bill Zito one for sure. I mean, but before I came for first training camp, he said, "Wait, do you see this kid? He's going to be great. He just takes some patience to let him develop his game." But Anton Lundell is a Bill Zito draft, and he was his champion for the last 2.5 years, and he was right.
Paul, the players we talked to in the dressing room, your players,
Okay, sorry.
they said that if the Oilers want to play this style of play, especially that physicality, we're going to stick up for each other. Do you anticipate seeing more of this as this series continues?
I think you're going to get that. You're going to get that answer from any team in the National Hockey League that's playing in June, or we're not here. They're both teams. There's so much passion in the game, and they will always. But by the time you've gone on this journey, and I mean, Edmonton and Florida are, I believe, the two teams that have been on the longest journey for the last 3 years. We've both been through it, right? So both teams are going to stick up for each other. They care about each other. They have the core is pretty much the same for both teams. The drivers of the team are the same for the last 3 years, so they'll always have each other's back.
We'll take 3 more questions. Front left.
You start power play 2. In the first, when you make it 2-0 on the Verhaeghe goal, did you do that because of the matchups or just to get something going?
No, they've been the ones generating it, right? It's a really important thing for the other unit. Not they want a name change. They don't want to be called 2 anymore. So it's important for those guys to go out. They're going. They're faster right now, and we got good players on there. We got the playoff leading goal scorer on that unit. Why wouldn't they start?
And then that shot by Verhaeghe, something we've seen a bundle of times, but especially in the playoffs, he just seems to, every time he shoots.
That man is an enigma. But he scores goals exactly like that, right? It gets off his stick before it gets set. Coaching has nothing to do with that. He's gifted.
2 more, right side, third row.
Paul, you touched on Reinhart's goal. I wonder if the significance of the goal is obviously big in the game. The play by Barkov and the goal by Reinhardt, those two guys coming up with those plays, is that significant for what it meant for the team too? And just, within the series to get them going.
I'm going to say no, just because I got asked that question earlier and I was joking around about us trading Barkov. Like, there isn't the swing on these players. If they play 2 games and they don't score, like, if you take it from the other way and you factor, well, this guy is a great goal scorer, and if he doesn't score, that's a really problem. So then we're saying they should have 82 in the regular season and we should be at 25 to 30. Like, it's not real. And the other part is, I don't see any of that because it's down the left, right? You don't see any of the left side of the bench in the second period or the right side of the bench in the first and third. So I don't know what happened. All I saw was the puck come out into the middle and it's in the back of the net, and we moved on to the next line change. So I missed all of it. Be good video.
Last question, left side, second row.
Paul, can you talk about the game Aaron Ekblad had tonight? At 2 periods, he had like 5 hits, and just kind of how he's progressed through this series.
Oh, I thought he was all energy in the first 2 games, right? He was covering a lot of ice. And tonight, I thought he was perfectly focused in the game. So he was still doing it, but defined in the areas when he was pinching. I thought he played a really smart veteran game. He's a physical player. I mean, he can close the gap now. And it's all part of that kind of, you think of Seth Jones and Aaron Ekblad. Both of these guys came into the league as offensive players, but there's quite a bit more to their game than that, and that's on full display now.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Guys.